Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back to my boxing. Now, my boy Jamal James, man, just beat Durham yesterday, man, for the WBA title, man. And he's the new Goliath at the 147 division, man. He is the WBA interim champion, and it's only a matter of time before he gets a shot at the super champ, which Manny Pacquiao has the title. And this is a really big deal, man. At this point in Jamal James' career, the guy already proved he's an athletic, tall fighter who could fight. He could throw punches on the outside and have extremely good defense. He reminds me of a Paul Williams, but with insane defense. His defense is like 90. Like out of 100, I consider Jamal James' defense to be a 90 minimum. You know, the guy can bend his knees, throw his jab, throw combinations, and he basically has the full package, right? The only thing he can do more is maybe hit a little bit harder. That's about it, right? Jamal James is at the point of his career where he can fight big names and he can really make a splash in the welterweight division. Now, if I were Jamal James, I'll try to fight people like a Zab Judah, maybe even like a Paulie Naji, maybe even like a Chris Algieri, someone who is a good boxer, but they can't really hurt you. Someone who can't really hurt you, or doesn't throw enough punches, right? Jamal James has gotten to the point in his career where he needs to fight top opposition and see where he's at, but fight someone who really can't hurt you. You know, Jamal James needs to fight big names to get himself in the public consciousness. I'm aware of him because he's the WBA interim champion, and he's been fighting top opposition for a while now. That's what got him to the place where he's at right now in boxing. This guy is a future star in the welterweight division. You know, when the dust settles between Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, you know, there's going to be the new guys coming up, and Jamal James is definitely has an asterisk on his name as far as that goes. You know, the guy is looking great, man. He's looking great, sharp, defensively blessed, combinations. The guy has the full package, man, the full package. So we're gonna see how this guy's career goes from here, man. You know, me personally, like I said earlier, if I was managing the guy's career, I'd have him fight just big names, but they really can't hurt him. That's the route to go. Some people want him to feed him to the Lions right now because Manny Pacquiao does not have a fight announced. We all know Errol Spence Jr. is going to fight Danny Garcia. That fight is going to happen. And Terrence Crawford, he's probably going to be, we don't know who he's going to fight yet, but there's just a chance that one of these fighters, one way or another, within a year or two, are going to have to fight Jamal James. They're going to have to see the guy, you know, whether it be mandatory for the WBA or who knows, Jamal James could beat top guys to be ranked in other sanctioning bodies very, very soon. So we're going to see how this whole thing unfolds, man. You know, I'm just really high in Jamal James right now. People need to talk about the contenders at 147. People talk about the champions all the time, but people need to talk about who's underneath them. Because just like how Errol Spence came out of nowhere and everyone was talking about Errol Spence Jr. and when he was a contender, people need to give Jamal James that same respect. They need to give guys the same respect. All right. Same thing with Keith Thurman. I remember when he was a contender and he was calling Floyd out, and he wasn't the champ until WBA elevated him to champion. Right. Contender came up and he was the champ. Right. People need to respect him. Right. Same way Kell Brook came out of nowhere when he beat Sean Porter for that title. Right. He was a nobody from the UK, and then he came to America and beat Sean Porter in a shocking upset. Kell Brook was not supposed to beat a Sean Porter, but he did. Right, so people got to talk about these new guys, whether you think they're the best or not. You know, Jamal James is definitely that guy. He's in the most competitive division, in my opinion, in boxing, next to like the 154 division. But definitely star power wise, 147 division has all the top guys, and to make it at that level is a really big deal in boxing. Let me know how you guys feel about it though. Jamal James, the Goliath, the new boogeyman at 147. Let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.